checking out Instigator. In my feed was this video as well as Knox's reaction analysis where his title was talking about how he dissed the record labels. I haven't watched either yet, but I'm very curious to see how this pans out, storyline-wise in the music video. Let's get into it. Okay, very old phone.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Step into the sun in times of peace. I'll go to war. Instigator.
Cool.
Instigator.
These Impatient songs are like vocal playgrounds. I mean, there's so many things going on, even in those background vocals, the acapella loop. Let's talk about a few of those things. And of course, you know, we got the reggae feel. I said acapella, but I didn't realize it's not completely acapella. We got the guitar and stuff. It is acapella at the beginning. You hear the dum 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 dum, the percussive air intakes, right? So tasty too. I mean, that's just fun to try and to sort of get into a groove with them.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line.
I love stuff like that. When people, vocalists in particular, put that kind of thing in their music because it's kind of an invitation for even someone who doesn't sing to, like, anybody can breathe. Anybody can, you know, sort of try to keep a rhythm with their breath. It's an invitation to be involved in the music because it's so human.
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Step into the sun in times of peace. I'll go to war.
And the way he's just slightly underpitched there, go to war. On the whoa, whoa, whoa. He's not going for like perfect intervals. There's this soul bluesy, like, just reach it, you know, kiss up to that pitch and then really land on the oh note. I was going to say too, that breath thing is another reason that I love Michael Jackson's voice and his performances so much. There's an accessibility that comes with breath as an instrument.
Instigator.
Hey, Webby.
Instigator.
Instigator. Subtle stuff, but these are reasons we love his voice so much. It's so expressive. He starts with his sort of normal kind of speech level singing at the beginning of that phrase anyway. He's doing a lot more than that earlier. But then, Instigator! He brings it forward and just belts that one note. Super interesting. He is so dynamic with how he expresses each line, each phrase.
Instigator. Steady with it. Like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it. But wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics.
No, wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did it. There's this subtle humor there already. It's like almost like a cartoon atmosphere here.
Steady with it. Like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it. But wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates the place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calm and let the guillotine chop.
Okay, we got to listen to what he did vocally there. Layers, how each part interacts rhythmically, and again, a lot of it has to do with breathing.
Clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics
listen
and
to this.
raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm,
Step. It's like a cymbal swell, like those electronic cymbals. They reverse it and step, and then the percussion it lands. The lands as sort of a snare almost. Even though this is lyrics, it's not supposed to be beatboxing, but there are these subtle things that he's doing with the arranging and how he's delivering the lyrics and in the background vocals that make so much sense to us when we hear them, because he borrows the way that percussive instruments work or that other instruments work.
I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait.
Now, those are taking on the role that the acoustic guitar took earlier, right? So he's replaced the phrasing and the delivery with voice for this section. Brilliant. And it instantly feels familiar because he's drawing on that acoustic guitar track style and inputting that into his voice. So it's almost it's storytelling even in the arranging.
For my mistakes, I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature.
And listen to how his intakes. He's putting a bit of resistance on the intake so that it sounds more percussive, more desperate. It's not just la. There's almost a reverse phonation going on, and it's perfectly in time, and it works with the breathing that's happening that you hear here too. The genius that unfolds, in my opinion, especially in the more recent Ren collaborations and productions, is that he uses his voice and other things, but primarily his voice as a storyteller, and he says things without necessarily saying them, suggesting in the way he sings or raps or whatever, and then all these handoffs and cool things that he does. It's just masterful. If you're inspired by this and you'd like to experiment with how to use your voice in ways that are so far beyond just singing a song, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. I will show you how to emote, express, and tell stories with your voice. Anybody can do it. Maybe not like this, but it's so fun once you figure out that you can, that you are empowered.
That's the instigator, not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates the place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calm and let the guillotine chop. Sell $1 for a dime.
We've given it back to the acoustic guitar now.
Watch the world collapse, I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at.
Did you hear that? So much breathing.
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at.
And it's not like on a strong beat, so it stands out by hardly needing to be there.
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun and.
Staring to the sun and.
Knocking at my door. Staring to the sun and.
Webby.
Has a piece of gold.
And this is another brilliant thing, right? We hear clearly Webby in the back, right? We haven't seen him in the frame for a while, but then we hear him, doing his thing, and then we see him. Storytelling, linking, seems so simple, but it's what makes these all so brilliant. So well thought out.
Step into the sun and times of peace I'll go to war. Instigator.
Okay.
Instigator. Instigator. Meds pop, dread locked in. You could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch. We the sickest puppies in the pet shop. And they ain't fucking with the sick boy in the web drop.
What was that sound?
Sickest puppies in the pet shop. And they ain't fucking with the sick boy in the web drop.
Like a small dog.
We done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them to death with the mic cord. See, I went to battle in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics.
Okay, so, with Knox's thumbnail and title, these must be crooked record label executives, maybe?
Cut as my witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government.
And, I'm picking up little things, having that knowledge or that insight before watching the video. I was able to pick up on some of the lyrics that were pointing this direction. Strangling with the mic cord.
Me on a hieroglyphics with King Tut as my witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, you bitch.
Now, some of those walking baseline vocal things, they sound like they've been maybe digitally pitched down or maybe not. I mean, I certainly can't sing that low. I don't think Ren can either. But there's lots of great plugins that do that, and it still sounds fairly natural. It still sounds like a voice, slightly synthesized voice, but see, total domination entertainment. Yes, okay. Right. So, look, we're doing this. We don't need this. But they're being presented this opportunity because these guys, they know that, Ren and Webby have something super special, and they think they want to cash in on what they're doing, on what Ren and Webby are doing. So, leeches.
Them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, you bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common.
Grant of rights.
With the one of you bitches, I just want.
Let's not bother reading any of the pages in between. Let's just get right to the signature. Don't read it. Don't find out what we're really going to do.
The power, money, you bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches, and get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well, sell $1 for a dime. Watch.
Okay, so they bring out the guy that's gonna shoot him if they don't sign.
The world collapse out.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Watch the world collapse. Sorry.
I'm with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches, and get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well, sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse out. Driving across that county line.
Beautiful harmony stack there. And the thing is it's very loose. This isn't a harmony stack in the sense that everybody is bowing to a single lead. We've got the da-da-da-da-da-da that's very much fluid and sort of not in its own time, but definitely in its own space, and not a slave to the other timing, which, again, maybe they were, maybe they weren't doing this on purpose, but we've got multiple vocals. We've got multiple successful entities existing within a system that Ren and Webby have created with the help of some amazing other collaborators. And they're still existing as individuals who are themselves. And they're doing it just fine. They don't need another system so they can be like all the other stuff. Maybe the way that these vocals are arranged is an auditory picture. It's an auditory suggestion of what the video is saying, even in this moment, even in the way the vocals are arranged. Clear lead here, alternate lead up here, as far as I'm concerned.
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Step into the sun and
Okay.
as a beast I'll go to war.
Whoa, like that.
Instigator, sweet
So that wasn't much of a beatdown.
Instigator, sweet defeat, the sweetest wine. Pick your poison from the vine. Win or losing, I don't mind.
Okay, so from the sounds, he's just sitting on the ground, laying on the ground. Webby's beating them all up? Or getting beat up, killed? Probably not.
I just came to see all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator.
Webby handled it.
Oi. Instigator. Instigator.
Okay, so we'll take the money anyway.
Instigator.
Come on, man. Yeah, right.
You just swung. If I would have.
Yeah, you would've what? Huh?
So don't let the record label beat you up. We know who we are. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I could see in his eyes he was scared.
Yeah. Terrified.
Right, because that's all that these entities have is the talent of others to exploit.
Oh, I still got this.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep, they still own all of it. The master.
Report in now. This is not a fucking drill. So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town.
This is gonna be a good album.
And when the voices get too loud, just come on down. Welcome to the madhouse.
The message, the story was cool. The vocals, the arranging, cool. But it's how they're used together. It's all the things that are, and I'm sure I missed tons of things. Please leave everything I missed in the comments. But the way things are woven together, foreshadowed, handed off, passed around, musically and between the music and the video. Themes are exchanged, and they make full use of the medium to tell the story, to create depth so that you want to go back and watch it 500 more times. Not just hear the song, but watch the video. And I really haven't felt like this with music videos, I don't think ever. And even just, it reminds me of watching Back to the Future for the 50th time, right? Every single time you realize another genius in the way they wrote it, in the way they shot it. And what an incredible storyteller. So anyway, if you would like more help learning how you can tell better stories with your voice and really connect to the message and the emotions that you're delivering and putting out there, click that link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. And here is a growing list of Ren analysis videos right here on this channel.